You're listening to the CBUS Sports Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Sofiaro, we believe that every dog deserves a spa day, and what better way to pamper your pooch than with our fully equipped mobile grooming service. We bring the salon to your driveway so your furry friend can enjoy a stress-free grooming experience without the hassle of car rides or waiting in line. From a simple bath to a full-on makeover, our gentle and loving groomers are here to make your pup look and feel fabulous, all while keeping the tail wags and barks of joy coming. So sit back, relax, and let us turn your pup into the best-dressed dog on the block. Call or text 254-992-2393 to book your next appointment. You can also set up an appointment on our Facebook page by clicking on our online booking link. Chris Coakley live here, Hamilton High School Ted Jones Memorial Tournament Championship game. Big 3 days of basketball up here in Hamilton, Texas. Getting ready for tonight's contest. We have the Huckabay Indians versus the McGregor Bulldogs. McGregor, your visiting team, coached by Zach Stumball, comes in at 4-6 in tonight's contest. Head coach Kia McCarty brings his Indians in at 16-2. Tournament results so far in the tournament this weekend. For Huckabay, they started off on the 11th with a 51-23 win over De Leon. Then last night, 5-20 consolation game or get into the championship bracket out of pool play. They beat the Cubbies of Clifton 77-43. Then last night to clinch it in pool play, they beat the Little River Academy Bumblebees 66-53. Starting lineups in today's contest for your visiting McGregor Bulldogs. Number 0, Juju Franks. He is a 6-foot senior. Number 3, Chance Smith, a 5'11" freshman. William Chandler wears number 5. Will is a senior. Bubba Zacharias, a 6'2" senior, will wear number 10. Luke Appleby will wear number 35. Luke is a 6'3" junior. Your starters for the home team, the Huckabay Indians. Number 0, Hunter Pack. He is a 6'4 junior. Number 13, 6-foot junior, Price Gill. David Fragoza wears number 14. David is a 6-foot senior. Number 22, Remington Barnes, is a 6'1 junior. And Aiden Mitchell wears number 24. Aiden is a 5'10 junior. We were able to cover some of the game yesterday. We were up here yesterday morning game for the McGregor Bulldogs. They took on the Crawford Pirates, came away with a 63-43 win. Last night, with another win in the tournament, gets them into the championship game. Unfortunately, I don't have who they played to get into the tournament championship game, so it'll be an interesting contest. We're about 2.5 minutes away from the tip of this one. We're going to take a quick break, come back just a second on CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Thank you for tuning in to CBUS Sports Radio for tonight's broadcast. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at CBUS Sports Radio, all one word, for live updates on all our broadcasts. You can also listen to our broadcast archives on demand on our website, www.cbussportsradio.com.
What if you could go behind the scenes with athletes and coaches? Join Ken Carpenter, a veteran high school baseball coach, weekly as he examines success, failures, and life lessons in sports. Each episode provides valuable insight and understanding of playing or coaching team sports. Check out and follow his Athlete One podcast at athleteone.net. Great insight for coaches, parents, and student athletes.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Thank you.
You're listening to the CBUS Sports Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week. I'd like to thank the Athletic Department, Hamilton Independent School District, for allowing us to come out today and yesterday to broadcast some McGregor Bulldog basketball here on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Broadcasting live on our Mixler audio station, also sending out signal to our YouTube and Twitch station as well. Should be a good game tonight coming into this. As mentioned, the Huckabay Indians, a 1A District 22 team, and the Bulldogs, much larger, 3A District 17. Good basketball team. Should be a good basketball game. This Huckabay team beat a very talented Little River Academy team to get into this championship game. So looking forward to a good contest tonight. Jumping center circle will be number 10, Bubba Zacharias, going against Hunter Pack, the 6'4 junior. So 6'4 versus 6'2 to get this one underway at Hamilton High School. Tip back at court, controlled by the Indians. 24, that's Aiden Mitchell. Timeline extended, right side. Give me just a second to get these Huckabee names down. Man-to-man defense, foul line jump shot. Rattles it home for number 24, Aiden Mitchell. First 2 points of the ball game. So picking up full court, looks like a 2-1-2 press for the Indians. Juju Franks across the timeline, gets it over to Chance Smith, kicks it back across. Chance brings it between the rings, timeline right side now. Chance Smith seeing what play Coach Stumball wants to call. gets the screen, gets it down the paint, floats it to Luke Appleby, up and off the glass. Nice pass there as Appleby picks up the shot and puts it down for the first two. Quickly in the front court. We should have a walk there, nothing called. Mitchell once again shoots the 15-footer, nothing but net, and floats it down for a 4-2 lead. Be interesting to see how they handle the pressure here, getting across the timeline in the middle of the court to Bubba Zacharias, stolen away. Fast break goes the other way. Up and off the glass for number 13. That's Price Gill, so 6-2. Indians on top. Juju Franks, elbow extended on the right side. Back out top to Chance Smith. Takes it off the glass. Misses the up and under layup. Rebound going the other way for the Indians. Over in the corner. Hunter Pack off the back of the rim. Rebound, loose ball. Down in the corner now. Back out on the right wing. Step back, thought about the three, pulled it back down. They're going to reset the offense. Right wing now. Over to Fragoza. Back out top. Price Gill gets the screen. Top of the key. Plants, takes the three-pointer. Rattles it home. 5 points early in this contest for Price Gill. 9-2 your score. Bulldogs starting out slowly here. Zacharias in the corner to Chandler. Back over to Appleby. Juju Franks will shoot the three. Gets it blocked as Hunter Pack will take it into the front court. Gets fouled off the glass and knocks it down. Foul's going to be on Chance Smith. His first, team first. Sorry, folks, getting a little bit of feedback here. So into the game, Luke Appleby and Chance Smith will come out of the game. Ario Dominguez and number 21, Philip Winterick, as Pack goes to the line trying to convert the conventional three-point play. Shot is up and good, nothing but net. What a nice rotation on that ball. So Juju Franks takes the inbound pass, they back out of the full court pressure. Tries the left side, gets bumped, clean and strip. Remington Barnes hands it off to Fragoza. He'll get it into the front court. Right side, takes it to the rack, throws it out of bounds. Going to be a turnover. McGregor will take it the other way at the 5:14 mark with trailing 12-2. You can see why this Huckabay team comes into the contest 16-2, even though they're only a 1A school. Very fundamental. Bubba Zacharias, top of the key, back over to Juju Franks. Thought about the three, gets it in the paint, tries to drop it down low to Winterick. Out of bounds, unforced turnover. It'll be Indian basketball. Coach Stumbaugh up quickly, trying to settle the Bulldogs down. Into the backcourt, Aiden Mitchell, picked up there by William Chandler, able to get around him, takes it in the paint, floats it up. Nice shot. So Chandler with 6 points. Coach Stumbaugh wants a full. We'll take one as well. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. At Sofiaro, we believe that every dog deserves a spa day. And what better way to pamper your pooch than with our fully equipped mobile grooming service. We bring the salon to your driveway so your furry friend can enjoy a stress-free grooming experience without the hassle of car rides or waiting in line. From a simple bath to a full-on makeover, our gentle and loving groomers are here to make your pup look and feel fabulous, all while keeping the tail wags and barks of joy coming. So sit back, relax, and let us turn your pup into the best-dressed dog on the block. Call or text 254-992-2393 to book your next appointment. You can also set up an appointment on our Facebook page by clicking on our online booking link. Indians out to a fast start here in the first quarter. They all over the McGregor Bulldogs. 12-point lead, 14-2. Braxton Franks is into the game right now as well for the Bulldogs. Looks like there'll be token pressure once again as they pick it up full court man-to-man. So they get out of the zone defense. Bubba brings it across the timeline, left side. Back out top. Winterick launches the three ball off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Mitchell. Quickly into the front court. Skip pass on the baseline. That's Barnes. Tied up there by Dominguez. Drops it off to Mitchell. Got away with a shuffle. Kicks it over in the left corner. Nice stutter step move. Takes it to the rack. Shot is blocked by Bubba Zacharias. Barnes gets the rebound. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it off to Pack, down on the left wing. Gill, top of the key, passes it off to number 14. That's Fragoza. He misses a shot. Bubba with the rebound, gets it quickly up court. Pass unable to be controlled. Outlet goes the other way, so an unforced turnover, and the Indians will turn it back over to the Bulldogs. They had the advantage there, trying to get the fast break, and just pushed it just a bit. So Zacharias takes over the point guard position. Fragoza picks him up as he comes across the timeline. Left wing drops it off to Winterick. Top of the key over to Braxton Franks. He'll take a long three ball, rattles in and out. Mitchell with the rebound. Quickly, the Indians go the other way. Gets it across the timeline. Loose ball on the floor, able to control it. Picked up there, guarded by Winterick. Very physical. Gets it back out top. We've got a timeout here. As Coach McCarty will call a 30, we'll take a quick one as well. CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
So at the 3:30 mark, Bulldogs still down by 12 as they've been bottled up defensively. Hunter Pack will inbound on the far side, right about the timeline. Gets it into Mitchell. Winterick, good defense, tries to knock it away. Mitchell from the right elbow off the back of the rim. Juju Franks with the rebound. He's back into the ballgame quickly. Gets the pass stolen. Pass off the glass, and kisses it down is Price Gill for his 7th point of the contest. So 16-2 now. Braxton Franks, front court, gets the shot up. Air ball pulled down by Aiden Mitchell. Throws it away. Franks steals it away. Juju over in the left corner. Skip pass to Dominguez. Launches a long three. Misses the shot, but there for the rebound. I think Bubba Zacharias is going to get called for a push in the back to gain advantage for the rebound. So Barnes out for the Indians. Number 12, Boston Taylor, a 6-foot senior in. 2:53 left here in the first quarter. Aiden Mitchell slowly walks it across to the timeline, picked up there by Winterick. On the left wing, passes it off. He's on the baseline now, gets it in the middle to Hunter Pack. They kick it around. Number 1 in the game, Kenson Fain takes the shot, misses it, pulled down by Juju Franks. Gets it off to Bubba Zacharias up front court. Chance Smith takes the three ball, rattles in and out. No Bulldog there for the rebound. Gill brings it across, timeline extended right side. Mitchell, top of the key, picked up there by Braxton Franks. Pack, top of the key, picks up his dribble, looking for a teammate. Finally drops it off to Aiden Mitchell. Gets the screen, looking for a crease, gets it on the right baseline, back out top. They're going to reset the offense. Timeline right side, gets it over to Gill. Takes it down the baseline, gets him up in the air. Missed shot and out of bounds, tipped off of, I believe, Bubba Zacharias is what they're going to call. So Indians will retain possession here. Aiden Mitchell give and go on the inbound pass. Picks up his 8th point, 18-2 with 1:40 here in the first quarter. Chance Smith, top of the key, he'll launch a three. Nothing but backboard on that one. Ball controlled by the Indians. Hunter Pack brings it up the court. Met there by Winterick drops it back off to Aiden Mitchell. And across the timeline. 18-2, 1:15 left. Kenson Fane, right side, drops it off to Taylor. Ball stolen away by Chance Smith. Gets to the front court, throws it up off the glass, misses the shot off. It looks like number 13, Price Gill. So the Bulldogs will get possession under their own basket as Bubba Zacharias gets a breather and Luke Appleby back into the game for the Bulldogs. Juju Franks, left side, working on Gill. Chance Smith gets it into Braxton Franks, throws it up off the rim, misses the shot. Indians come down with it. That's Gill. Hands it off to Aiden Mitchell across the timeline. Picked up there by Braxton Franks. Fane hands it off to Gill as we run the weave. Top of the key, right elbow. Off the rim, pulled down by Braxton Franks on the rebound. Hands it off to Chance Smith. The freshman takes it the other way. Stutter step, floats it up off the glass, misses the shot. Rebound out of bounds off of number 11, Jackson Rives, who's into the contest for the Indians. Bubba Zacharias back in. Chance Smith will get a breather. Aiden Mitchell out. Trying to see the sub that came in. I believe it was Noah Gideon. Bubba floats one up off the back of the rim, out of bounds. Going to go off of Bubba as he went up over the back. Did not get called for the foul. 28.84 on the clock. Price gets the ball on the inbounds, full court, man-to-man pressure. Back over to Taylor. Gill trapped, backcourt, down low, tries to get it on the baseline to Rives. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Indians. Bulldogs will trigger with 5.82 on the clock. Winterick out. Chance Smith back in for his shooting abilities. Phillip did a good job defensively. So Chance tries to push it up court, gets it over to Juju Franks. He launches a long three ball, almost gets it to drop, and we'll go to the second quarter with the Indians leading 18-2 on CBUS Sports Broadcast.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Come on!
So back to live action here as the quarter ends. Indians come out ferociously here on the warpath, taking down the Bulldogs in the first quarter, 18-2. Lone 2 points in the first quarter for McGregor, Luke Appleby. Leading all scorers, Aiden Mitchell with 8 for the Huckabay Indians. So see what Coach Stumball comes up with here to get the Bulldogs back on track. They've been scoring. They've averaged about 68 points a game in the tournament so far, but being stifled tonight by a very good basketball team out of Huckabay. Into the backcourt, Juju Franks caught up, double team, steps through it, gets it to Appleby, kicks it over to Winterick. Back over to Braxton Franks, thought about the three. Ball nut cut loose. Winterick saves it before it goes over the timeline to stop the over and back. Bubba Zacharias, top of the key. In the corner, Braxton Franks trying to get it down the low to Luke Appleby. Picked up there by Pack. Winterick throws the ball away. Zacharias jumps it down low to Juju Franks, his cousin. And the Bulldogs pick up their 4th point of the contest. Nice ball movement there by the black and gold. Hunter Pack, the 6'4 junior, brings it across. Aiden Mitchell looking for a crease, drops it off to Fregosa. Spin move in the paint, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out. Over on the wing to Pack. He misses a shot. Zacharias pulls it down. Bubba got 8 rebounds on that game yesterday that we broadcast here on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Give and go to Appleby. Left hand, a little bit too hard. Loose ball on the floor. Winterick down there getting down and dirty. Got away with the travel. Did not call it. As Mitchell brings it across into the front court. Fregosa off his hand down in the corner. Kicks it back out to Mitchell. Pack, top of the key, steps it through, drops it down low. Missed shot, gets his own rebound. That's Barnes. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line as Juju Franks will pick up his first, team third. So Remington Barnes will go to the line, the 6'1" junior, looking for his first 2 points of the contest. Steps way back. Now he'll step up to the line. He's about 8 inches off that line. First shot rattles in and out. Strange how shooters go through their own routine. Accepts the ball from clear back, takes a couple steps up, steps right into the shot. That one much better. Is he able to pick up his first point of the contest? 19-4 with 6:33 left. Bubba Zacharias, left side. Winterick gets it into the paint. Offensive charge, player control foul. So Winterick will pick up his first, team's fourth, one more, and the Indians will be in the bonus. Second foul of the quarter, Mitchell gets it across to Price. He's on the right wing, back out top between the rings. On the right wing, Fregosa fakes the pass, shoots the 3 ball, misses it, pulled down by Winterick, gets it off to Braxton Franks, gets it to Bubba Zacharias. Bubba on the left side, top of the key, looking for a crease, can't find it. Harassed down in the corner to Winterick. Tries to get it on the cut, ball thrown away. Another steal by Fregosa as the Indians go the other way. Price down low to Fregosa. Under the basket, kicks it back out. Pack with the 3 ball and drills it. 6 points for Hunter Pack, 22-4. Boy, this is a good-looking 1A school. Zacharias trying to match up, kicks it back out front to Winterick. He's got to take that shot. They're leaving him all alone off the front of the rim. Pack with the rebound, quick outlet pass. I believe that's Price. It is. He drops it off to Fregosa. Pack back out top. Shuffled to Pups. Got called for the walk. That'll be a turnover. Stutter step just a bit. Winterick out. Chance Smith back in. The freshman, 17 points in that contest yesterday. Got to get the offense going here as they trail by 18 here with 5:11 left in the second quarter. Bubba, timeline right, left side, gets it into the paint to Appleby. Floats one up, gets it to drop. So Luke Appleby, they're going to have to go there. Just too much size down low for the Indians. Appleby loves that matchup. Fain with the 3 ball, rattles it home. Third 3 ball for the Indians tonight. Appleby picks up a player control foul offense. So third foul in the quarter, 2 more, and the Indians will be in the bonus. So they're going to pick up, Bulldogs are going to pick up full court now. Aiden Mitchell over to Fain. Kicks it back over. They drop back into a 2-2-1. Beat the press. Pack down in the corner. Back out to Fain on the wing. Mitchell back in the corner to Pack. Tries to get him up. Bubba Zacharias in the air. He does. Floats the shot off the rim. Rebound position by Fain. Underneath. Looks like he got away with a walk. He kicks it back out. Called a timeout. Coach Kia McCarty. His man was in trouble. They called the timeout at the 4:21 mark. See if it's a full or a 30. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Appreciate you tuning in to CBUS Sports Broadcasting tonight, live on our Mixler channel, also streaming out to YouTube and to our Twitch channel. You can go back to our website, cbusportsradio.com, and listen to all of our broadcasts, Check out the Twitch page and our YouTube page as well, as everything will be saved there for your review later on. So 25-6. Indians still playing very good basketball, team concept. They know where everybody is going to be on the floor. A man gets in trouble, and they know the spot to throw the ball to. So Mitchell will inbound under his own basket on the right side. Kicks it out top, 3-ball for Price. Nothing but net, he rattles it home. Second 3-ball. 10 points. First man in double figures tonight in the contest. Chan Smith, William Chandler out top to Winterick. They leave him and go. He tries to pass, get the ball down to Chandler, throws it over his head and out of bounds. Another unforced turnover. Had a good look. Chandler was open, but Phillip just could not get it to him. Braxton Franks into the game as well for McGregor. Aiden Mitchell, timeline, right side, picked up there by Chandler. Kicks it over on the left wing. Gets it to the baseline, up and off the glass is Price. Boy, quick first step. 30-6 your score. Chan Smith, cutter. William Chandler in the paint, hands it off to Bubba Zacharias. William could have kept going to the basket, but for some reason decided to stop and try to give it to Bubba as he was cutting from that left wing. Indian substitution, Boston Taylor will replace Remington Barnes. Price trying to trap in the backcourt to get some points off of defense. Hunter Pack in the front court, gets it out elbow right side off the rim. Chance Smith with the rebound from McGregor. He'll take it the other way. Trying to push it, Bubba down in the corner. Chandler launches the 3-ball off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Fain on the right side. Front court, Aiden Mitchell got away with a push by clearing with the arm, misses a shot. Bubba Zacharias pulls down the rebound. Chandler on the left side as they get it across the midcourt stripe, loses control. Aiden Mitchell right there. Braxton Franks works on Taylor, drops it off to Chandler. Gets it down to Zacharias with the left hand, misses it, gets his own rebound, back up and kisses it in. First 2 points for Bubba Zacharias. 30-8 your score, 2:32 left. Fain travels, did not get it called. Rebound, another one on the missed shot by Taylor. Zacharias' outlet path is stolen. And for the floater, it looks like Price once again, Price Gill, with 14 points unofficially in the contest. Bubba, right side, tries to get into center, top of the key, drops it off to Smith. Stutter step, back out top to Winterick. Over to Braxton Franks on the right wing, back out top to Smith. Right elbow, shoots the 15-footer off the front of the rim. Loose ball pulled down by Zacharias. He'll take it to the glass with the right hand and knock it down. Nice move by Bubba Zacharias. Fain brings it across the midcourt stripe for the Indians. Drops it off to Pack. Mitchell, right wing. Picked up there by Chandler. Gave it over to Price, picked up by Smith. Fain outside, left wing. Thought about the three. Elbow left side, gives it to Pack. He'll step back. Price will take another 3-ball and rattle it home. Cannot let that young man get his feet together. 1, 2, 3 3-balls already in today's contest and 17 points. Cutter, Braxton Frank, back out to Chance. Smith rings it home. Offense starting to get some timing together as they trail by 22, 35-13. Sorry, folks, forgot to flip the cam there for you. Only 6-minute half times in the tournament, so it'll be real quick. We'll try to add up the scoring real quick and get back at it for you, as these games seem to go fairly quickly. Bubba Zacharias takes a seat. Fregosa back into the ball game, as well as number 10, Noah Gideon, for Huckabay. Fregosa has the pass, gets it off to Gideon. Left side, kicks it back out top to David. Winterick picks him up, forces him to the left side, gets right to the basket. Oh, Braxton Frank snucks the hand in there. They call him for the foul. So Braxton will pick up his first foul, team fourth, with 56.16 on the clock. As Fregosa, it will be shooting too. David looking for his first 2 points in tonight's contest as he tries to extend the lead. First shot rattles off the back of the flange and straight back. So Rives and Taylor take their position in the key after talking to Coach Kia McCarty. Second shot for Fregosa. Off the back of the rim once again, Braxton Franks. Great looking tight end in football. Pulls down the rebound. He'll hand it off to freshman Chance Smith. Juju Franks. Quick hands. Gets it back out top to Renerick. Gets it over to Smith. Tries to find a crease. He gets the ball up. Appleby on the left baseline in the corner. Braxton Franks floats one up from 8 feet. Rattles it home. So Braxton picks up his first 2 points. 26 seconds left. Taylor across the timeline. Drops it off to Gideon. He'll float up the right hand, a little short. We got a blocking foul. He'll be shooting 2. I believe Braxton's going to pick up his second foul. Let's see what the official calls here. So actually they call it on Chance Smith, his second. So Gideon at the line, no, a 5'8" senior, looking for his first 2 points. Able to get the shooter's roll. So second attempt for Noah Gideon. Nice rotation. Forgot to block out as Taylor gets the rebound, kicks it back out. Fregosa, top of the key, looking for a crease behind the back. Tries to get it down low as they count it off. Fregosa on the baseline. Gideon launches the shot. It's going to be a 3-point shot as Braxton Franks picks up his second foul and is going to be sending, I believe it's Noah Gideon, to the line to shoot 3 here. So first attempt, shot is no good. Takes the ball for shot number 2. That one's nothing but net. So he's 2 for 4 from the line tonight. They're set up for full court pressure here after the shot. Second shot is good, so 3 for 5. Chance Smith will be taking it out. Got to find the crease, launches a long 3-ball and off the backboard. So we're going to go to halftime. Your score 38-15 in favor of the Huckabay Indians. Will add up the scores, come back on the Sofiaro Dog Grooming and Boutique halftime show.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
What if you could go behind the scenes with athletes and coaches? Join Ken Carpenter, a veteran high school baseball coach, weekly as he examines success, failures, and life lessons in sports. Each episode provides valuable insight and understanding of playing or coaching team sports. Check out and follow his Athlete One podcast at athlete1.net. Great insight for coaches, parents, and student athletes.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
Halftime scoring here at the Ted Jones Memorial Tournament Championship game, and it's all Indians. 38-15 your score tonight. Looking at the first half scoring for the visiting Bulldogs of McGregor High School, Juju Franks with 2 points. His cousin Braxton with 2 as well. Chance Smith with 3. Bubba Zacharias and Luke Appleby with 4 points apiece. Hunter Pack with 6 for the Huckabay Indians. Kenson Fain, with 3. Noah Gideon with 3. Remington Barnes with 1 and Aiden Mitchell with 8. Price Gill leads all scorers with 17 points so far in this contest. Looking at the upcoming games for both of these schools. On the 16th, the Bulldogs travel down the Little River to take on the Bumblebee. That's a 6:15 start. Then on the 19th, a 3:30 tip-off over at home, against Glen Rose. That's hopefully a game we'll have here on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. On December 22nd, they travel over to China Springs, take on the Cougar. That's a 7:30 start. Not real far for McGregor to get up to China Springs. Then on the 29th and 30th, they'll travel down to Troy for the last tournament of the season, 2-day tournament down at Troy with the Trojans. Looking at the upcoming games for the Huckabay Indians, on the 16th, 7:15, they travel over to Cisco to take on the Lobos. Then they'll come right back here on the 19th, 7:30 tip-off against the Hamilton Bulldogs. On December 30th, at home, 6:30 tip against Strouser. Then on January 2nd, they travel over to Three-Way, 7:30 tip to take on the Three-Way team on the road. Once again, we congratulate the Hamilton Bulldogs making it to the state championship football game. They'll play Joaquin next Wednesday night. I believe it is a 7 o'clock start up at AT&T Stadium. So if you get the opportunity, I believe that game will be streamed live on NFHS. And I believe if you check out the Hamilton ISD Athletic Twitter page and Facebook page, they have all the information you need to follow the Bulldogs. Hopefully they can bring home the state championship. Congratulations to Coach Marwitz and the success his team has had so far in this season. So under a minute here, Bulldogs kind of got back on the offensive track, scored 13 points in that second quarter while giving up 20 points to the Indians. So they're coming out of the locker room now. Boy, very, very good Huckabay Indians basketball team. Very fundamentally understands where everybody is on the court. There are several times that their players were trapped, and they knew exactly where to throw the ball, where their teammate was going to be. Foul trouble, looking at this in the contest, not one foul called or committed by the Huckabay Indians. Juju Franks with 1, Braxton Franks with 2, Chance Smith with 2, Bubba Zacharias with 1, Philip Winterick with 1, and Luke Appleby with 1 as well. So I believe, see who gets the basketball here to start the second half. I can't remember who won the tip. It's going to be the Indians will control. Price Gill will take it out of bounds. Gets it into Fragoza. Picked up there by Juju Franks. Over on the wing to Hunter Pack. Back over to Aiden Mitchell. Right side to Gill. Picked up there by Smith. Stutter step dribble. Tries to cross him over. Gets a screen from Barnes. Gets it down low to Hunter Pack. Picked up there by Juju Franks. Top of the key. Gets the crease to Aiden Mitchell misses the shot, pulled down by Juju Franks. I forgot to flip the screen again. So Juju into the front court, top of the key, picked up there by Hunter. Pack gets the screen, drops it off to Chance Smith. Timeline extended, throws the ball over to Braxton Franks, bodied up there by Aiden Mitchell, no call. Winterick takes it to the glass, going to get called for the offensive charge. So Phillip picks up his second foul in the first possession of the second half. Trailing by 23 points. Fregosa drops it into Mitchell, kicks it back over to Mitchell. Mitchell hands it back off, Mitchell left side, drops it off to Pack, a little weave play. Hands it back, tries to clear some space. Winterick on him. Gill with 17, takes it to the right side. Clear space for Fregosa. Top of the key, between the legs, gets some space behind the back pass. Loose ball picked up by Barnes, kicks it back over to Fregosa. Gets bumped. No foul call. Pack top of the key. Mitchell will take the three ball and knocks it down. Nice ball movement there by the Indians. 41-15, 26-point lead. Zacharias floats with three-footer in the paint, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, can't knock it down. Fregosa outlet as he goes the other way. Drops it off to Mitchell. Second three ball from that same wing. Off the rim. Pack there to clean it up. Looks like the legs are gone from the Bulldogs tonight. No hop and pop. Usually they really hit the glass hard. Chance down low to Braxton, behind the back, behind the head pass, misses the shot. Mitchell will take the ball across the timeline on the right side. Stops right elbow extended, drops it off to Pack. He'll drop a three ball and nail it. 46-15. Bubba Zacharias, front court, right side. Takes it to the glass. Gets fouled. There, he'll go to the line shooting two. I believe it's going to be Fregosa, and it is. First foul called tonight on the Indians. As Bubba Zacharias goes to the line shooting two. Trailing by a bunch. 21 points, gets the first shot as Bubba picks up his fifth point. Ario Dominguez will come in for Chance Smith. So Bubba's second opportunity. Nice stroke, rattles it in and out. Remington Barnes with the rebound. Price harassed by Winterick once again. Gets it across to Fregosa, picked up there by Dominguez. Pack, top of the key, clears himself for a three ball. Off the rim, pulled down by Juju Franks. Reach in, no call on Fregosa once again. Coach Strumball looking for that call, and he's not getting it. Bubba working on the right wing, gets a crease into the paint, drops it off to Juju Franks, gets it smacked away and out of bounds by Fregosa. Coach Strumball looking for a little handsy action. Officiating crew not calling it. Only a two-man crew. I thought there would probably be three here at the varsity level. Maybe not. Kicks it back out top to Winterick. Gets it in the paint. Shoots up the shot. Misses it. Pulled down by Pack. He'll go the other way as Aiden Mitchell gets it over to Price on the right wing. Down low to cutting Fregosa. Throws it away. Braxton Franks right there as he gives it to his cousin Juju. Juju takes it into the front court. Stop and pop off the glass. Misses the shot. Barnes there with the rebound. Winterick very physical. He's guarding you. You're going to get bumped. Fregosa, top of the key. Drops it off to Price Gill. Dominguez playing good defense. It gets it into the paint. Floats a little 5-footer and able to drop it down. He's got 19 points in the contest on the evening. Juju Franks brings it across the timeline, gets a screen, top of the key, gets into the paint, floats it up with the left hand and knocks it down. Juju picks up points 3 and 4. Mitchell quickly into the front court. That was Price. Gives it to Mitchell. He took the three ball from the left wing, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Braxton. Franks drops it off to Juju. Trying to clear some space. Step back three. Rattles in and out. Can't knock it down. Quick rebound as Pack throws it down. Remington Barnes gets fouled from behind. Juju Franks will pick up his second as Barnes drops the points in. Picks up his third point of the evening. 15-18 at the 3:32 mark, excuse me. Appleby back in. William Chandler will be coming back in, I believe, as well for Philip Winterick. Rives, Gideon, Fain, Caden Bleeker also into the game with Remington Barnes at the line. First shot is good as he completes the conventional three-point play. He'll be replaced by Boston Taylor. 51-18. Did not expect this tonight. These Bulldogs have played very good all week in this tournament. Actually, last couple weeks they've been playing a lot better than to start the season. Gets it over to Dominguez, picked up there in the corner to Braxton Franks. Outside the timeline, ball knocked loose. So Boston Taylor picks up a foul. He was muscling around with Appleby. Pretty physical contact down there on the block. Braxton Franks will trigger, gets it into Chandler in the left wing. Gets it around to Appleby, gets a push from behind. Appleby loses the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Bulldog basketball as Rives was able to try to knock it out of Luke's hands. Bubba gets it in the corner to Braxton Franks. He'll take it to the glass, reverse layup, tries to spin it. Not the best shot in the world, but I understand what he was trying to do as Boston Taylor will bring it across into the front court. He'll take it coast to coast, misses a shot. Zacharias with the rebound. Bubba gets it into the front court to Braxton Franks. Left side, picks up his dribble. No man's land, gets some help from Dominguez. Ario into the paint, drops it back out to Braxton. Behind the head pass. Bubba, right wing, skips it over to Chandler. He'll try the three ball off the front of the rim and gets it to drop down. So William Chandler with his first 3 points of the contest takes it back to a 30-point ball game. 51-21. Fain kicks it over to Bleeker. Right wing. Taylor spin moves, got away with a walk, a big walk, out of bounds. Actually off of Appleby, but they said it was ball going the other way to the Bulldogs. I thought he knocked it out of bounds on the shot attempt. Nate the Great at the scorer's table. So DeGreat will come in for Braxton Frank. Nate, very good defensive back on Quentin White's Bulldog football team. So Bubba brings it into the front court, gets it down low to Appleby, kicks it back out to Dominguez, and hits another three ball. So 2 3 balls here in the second half for McGregor. Down to a 27-point lead. Fain, top of the key. Stutter step, picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Gideon. Right wing, Fain once again tries to find a space. Jump stop into the paint. Skip pass back out top. Looks like they'll reset the offense. Rives, right side. Shoots up, gets called for the walk as he was tangled up. Be another turnover. So Nate the Great walks it up, gets it across the midcourt stripe, gets it to center, passes it off on the right timeline extended. We've got some. So Boston Price, he and Luke Appleby going at it again. Luke 6'3", Boston 6 foot, both very solidly built young men. Gets it into Dominguez. He'll shoot up another three ball and nail it. Ario Dominguez. Nice hands there by Will Chandler as he knocks the inbound pass away from Gideon. So substitution for the Indians as Remington Barnes back in for Boston Taylor. Nate the Great picks up on Fain. Gets it over to Gideon. Dominguez gets away with a foul, goes to the hoop, draws the foul off Luke Appleby. He'll go to the line. That's Kenson Fain with 3 points in the contest, the sophomore. 5 foot 10 inches, going up against 6'3", 230 easily. So shooting 2, first shot is up and off the front of the rim. Braxton Franks at the scorer's table waiting to come back in. I think he's going to replace Luke, and he does. So the second shot for Noah Gideon. 59.17 left on the clock in the third quarter. 24-point lead for, make it, make it a 25-point lead now. Bubba Zacharias gets it over to Braxton Franks. He launches a 22-footer and nothing but net. Boy, Braxton got his feet together and put it down. 22-point lead now. Fain gets it off to Gideon. Pressure by DeGrate. Knocked out of bounds. Going to be Indian basketball. 35.8 on the clock. Third period. Gets it into Barnes. Drops it off to Fain. That's Bleeker. He'll launch a 17-footer for 2 points. Caden Bleeker with his first 2 points of the contest. Braxton Franks on the left side. Hands it off to William Chandler, right side, elbow extended. Loose ball, Dominguez there, picks it up. Franks tries to launch another 3-ball. Bubba Zacharias mistimed the rebound shot. Under 7 seconds. Getting pressure, they trying to get it into the front court, knocked out of bounds. 2.48 on the clock. As they'll inbound on the other side of the timeline into the front court. Braxton Franks gets the shot. And time will expire as he stole the ball. 54-30 your score. As we head to the fourth quarter, CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Thank you for tuning in to CBUS Sports Radio for tonight's broadcast. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at CBUS Sports Radio, all one word, for live updates on all our broadcasts. You can also listen to our broadcast archives on demand on our website, www.cbussportsradio.com.
So getting ready for the final quarter of play here at the Ted Jones Memorial Tournament. 54-30 your score. Bulldogs played with a little bit more aggression in that quarter. They started to shoot the ball much better. Of course, some of that might have to do with the starters being off the floor for the Huckabay Indians. Boy, they are a very, very, very good Division 1A basketball team. We'll keep an eye on them to see how they progress through the season. So starters back out on the court for the Huckabay Indians. Same for the Bulldogs of McGregor High School into the backcourt. Juju Franks will bring it across, gets it on the wing, down the corner to Chance Smith, skip pass over to Winterick. Top of the key, he'll back off, gets it down low to Bubba Zacharias, can't control it, picks up the dribble. Juju Franks on the cut, gets it off the glass and drops it. Nice job, nice pass awareness, give the assist to Bubba Zacharias, and Juju will go to the line trying to convert the conventional three-point play. Shot up and good. Full court pressure, stolen by Winterick. Loose ball. Fregosa takes it across the timeline, gets it into the front court. Barnes down low. Picked up there by Braxton Franks. He hands it back off to Fregosa. Right wing, picks up his dribble, hands off to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to find a crease. Winterick right there. Pack launches the three ball and nails it. Boy, he's got a smooth stroke. 6'4" junior. into the front court. Bubba Zacharias, 12-footer, nothing but net. Trading baskets now, 57-33, 7 minutes left in the contest. Park into the front court, left side. Pack. Aiden Mitchell looking for a crease, back down in the corner to Pack. He'll shoot the ball. He'll get fouled on the three by Braxton Franks. That'll be his third, so Pack will go to the line, shooting three. Second time in this contest that Braxton Franks was contesting a three-point shot where he was called for the foul, so Hunter Pack will shoot three. 14 points on the contest. Make that 15 with the foul shot made. Substitution, Boston Taylor will be coming in after this next shot. Looks like he's going to replace Remington Barnes. He's grabbing his back a little bit. Hopefully he's not injured. Gets the shooter's roll as he rolls it over the front of the rim. So Taylor in. He'll replace Remington Barnes. Barnes leaves with 3 points. 4 points on the contest. So third shot for Pack, and he makes it a trifecta. Pushes it back up to a 27-point lead. Bubba Zacharias gets it over to Juju Franks. Smith on the cut to the glass. Uses the high part of the glass for his 5th point. Price Gill takes it the other way. Same thing. 21 points for Price Gill. Winterick gets it across the line for the Bulldogs. Stolen from behind. Down on the court. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow going to favor the Bulldogs, I believe. Nope, will be the Indians, excuse me. It's not marked up. Possession arrow on the scoreboard here. Nice facility at Hamilton High School. Price Gill picked up there by Chance Smith. 2 good ball players. Aiden Mitchell swings it around to the right elbow, takes it to the glass, able to cut it, kisses it off the glass for an easy bucket. Did not get any backside help as rotation of the ball with the player, dribble. Bubba tries to force it down to Braxton. Juju picks up the loose ball, gets bumped. Going to be out of bounds, get a block. Let's see who they call it on. Going to be on Pack, his first, team second. 5:52 mark. Able to push it back up to a 29-point lead as Appleby will come back in for Chance Smith. Gets it into Winterick. Picked up there by Fragoso. Gets it into the paint. Ball knocked away on the shot. Pack comes up with the rebound. Gets it into the front court. Drops it off to Mitchell. Back over to Pack. Top of the key. Gets it into the paint. Loose ball. Braxton Franks right there. Johnny on the spot. Picks it up. He'll take it into the front court. Fakes the pass. A little bit hard. Zacharias on the miss on the rebound. Gets it the second to third time. Boy, that's terrible for your shooting percentage, but you got to love the effort by Bubba Zacharias there. 4 rebounds. Unable to put it back in at point-blank range. Young man is a player. Great quarterback, all district, 2 years in a row on the Bulldog football team. Fragoso gives it to Price over in the corner. Mitchell gets the kick off of Luke Appleby and out of bounds. So the Indians will inbound just to the left of their basket on the baseline. Floats it into Pack, top of the key, steps over, takes a shot off the front of the rim. Loose ball on the ground, scrum. Now still loose, they call a timeout. Nobody had possession. I'm not sure how you can give the timeout there. No one had possession, but the officiating crew did call it. So he's going to call a 30 or a full. We'll see what we do here. If we stick around, full timeout. We'll take a break as well. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Getting back to action after the timeout. 5:07 left in this contest. Pack, top of the key, gets the inbound pass, drops it off to Mitchell, steps around him, looks for a crease, little give and go, not there. Winterick gives him a little jostle once again. You're not going to get a freebie with Winterick. Ball stolen away. Franks with the outlet pass from Bubba Zacharias, unable to convert, but he's going to go to the line shooting too. I believe Fregosa will pick up the foul. It is David's second. As Braxton Franks with 5 points in the contest will go to the game, or go to the line, excuse me. Army-Navy Cadets could not, or the Black Knights, excuse me. First shot by Braxton Franks is good. Could not hold off. Navy, as the midshipmen, able to come away with a 17-16 win. Always love that game, unfortunately. Could not watch it. Braxton Franks hits his second shot to give him 7 points in the contest. Taylor brings it up the court. Hands it off to Fregosa. Picked up there by Juju Franks. Drops it back off to Price Gill. Offensive player control foul. Let's see who they call it on. He cleared the arm. Call it on Hunter Pack, his second. Team's four, so the Bulldogs will be in the bonus on the next foul. Bubba Zacharias drops it off in the middle. Stolen away from Pack. Tried to get it down to cutting Luke Appleby. Boston in the front court, drops it down. Three-man pass up and over the front of the rim for Price Gill. Nice. More aggression on the floor as Philip Winterick and Boston Taylor mixing it around. Juju Franks with the three ball is short. Pack with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Price Gill. He'll lay it off the glass. Gives him 8 points in the second half, 25 overall. Bubba at the foul line, shoots it, rattles in and out. Pack with the rebound, 3:43 left. Quick outlet pass to Boston Taylor as he gets a shove in the back from Philip Winterick for his third. That's going to be an intentional foul. So they do call an intentional foul. He'll take the two shots, then they'll get the ball, as it was quite obvious that I think that was a little left over from the last time down on the other end of the court as he and Boston Taylor were jostling around at it pretty good. The first shot for Boston Taylor rattles in and out. No points for the 6-foot senior. Coach Stumbaugh talking it over with Phillip right now. Second shot off the front of the rim. He misses them both. But Huckabay will have the ball here with 3:39 left as Fregosa comes out. Fain comes in. So Mitchell to inbound it. Gets it over in the corner to Price. Stutter step. Throws it up, a scoop shot. Bubba Zacharias with another rebound. Gets it in the front court to Juju Franks. Left side, behind the back pass. Gets it out front to Winterick. Over to Braxton Franks. Right wing. Picked up there by Mitchell. Picks up his dribble down in the corner to Winterick. Thought about the three. Pulls it back down. Gives it to Bubba. Trying to clear some space. Give and go. Gets it down to Luke Appleby. Kicks it out top to Juju Franks left side. Takes it to the basket. Gets fouled. No call. Quick outlet pass to Hunter Pack as Bubba Zacharias gets back in defense in transition. Nice hustle there by Bubba. Trying to work the ball down low. I think we have a substitution time so it'll be a full 5 substitution as the Bulldogs coming into the game will be Will Chandler, Nate the Great, Ario Dominguez, Jace Taylor, and Demo the Great. So Huckabay will swap out their players as well, 68-39. Gideon inbounds. Gets the ball into Fain. Picked up there by Dominguez. Switch over. DeMo the Great has him now between the rings. They're going to just spread it out, try to eat some clock here. Gideon, Will Chandler all over him, steals the ball. Lays it in. Nice job by Will Chandler. Quick hands. Full court press once again. Fain runs it down in the corner. Excuse me, that's Noah Gideon, and he throws it away. So another turnover at the 2:31 mark. DeMo the Great will throw it into his brother. Nate will run the show from the point guard position. Over DeMo. Right wing Dominguez. He can put the three ball up if he gets his feet set. Chase Taylor on the baseline. Man-to-man defense crossover. Nate at the foul line, drops it up, misses the shot. Rebound pulled down by Jackson Rives. Ball thrown away. Miscommunication between Rives and Gideon. 2:06 on the clock. 27-point lead. Nate will drop it into DeMo. Gets top of the key. He'll bounce it back. Timeline extended right side. He'll move it to the center circle. The Great. Left wing. Fain out there quickly to pick him up. Ario Dominguez, right wing. Tries to get a screen. He's going to get an offensive foul on Taylor. So Jace picks up his first foul, third team foul. Full court pressure. Fain gets it back to Taylor. Back over to Fain. Taylor reaches in, knocks it out of bounds. They won't. A blocking foul. So Jace picks up number 2 into the game already. Taylor drops it into Fain, hands it back, takes it into the paint, drops it over in the corner, launches a three ball, rattles in and out. That was Rives. Chandler with the rebound. 1:25 left in the contest. Gets a screen, takes it to the left wing. All hands team out there. Bleeker all over him. DeMo the Great takes it down the baseline, tries to give it off to his brother, steps on the baseline. Be a turnover as he steps on the line and will be Indian basketball. Fain takes it in the corner, manned up there by Chandler, tried to steal it away from him again. He was able to do that last time. Try to get the trap. The Great picks up the foul. So that'll put them in the double bonus. As mentioned on yesterday's broadcast, still not a big fan of that high school rule change. Every quarter, 5 fouls get you into the double bonus. Kind of takes, in my opinion, old school. Kind of takes some of the strategy out of the game, but I understand why they do it well, so you don't keep fouling until you get to that 8th foul. Fain's first shot, air ball on the foul shot. It's always have to not feel good in front of the crowd here. Standing at the line all by yourself and toss up an air ball. So second shot for Kenson, rattles in and out. DeMo the Great with the rebound. 1 minute left. The Great into the front court, top of the key, thought about the three. Drops it off to DeMo. Dominguez steps to the elbow, floats it up, rattles it in and out. Fain with the rebound, nice job. Smallest man on the court besides, I believe, Dominguez gets the rebound. Austin Taylor across the timeline. Nate the Great matches up with him. Gets him up in the air, drops it off to Fain. They're trying to run some clock. Turnover, William Chandler gets the loose ball, kicks it into the front court. DeMo the Great, he'll launch the three ball off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Bleeker. Under 25 now on the clock. Across the midcourt stripe. Kicks it back out to Fain. They're trying to just hold the ball and wrap this one up as the Huckabay Indians. Well, loose ball. Taylor comes up with it. The Great gets it into the front court. Ball stolen from behind as Boston Taylor. And that'll wrap it up. Your score, 68-41. Championship goes to the Huckabay Indians. Congratulations to them. They'll improve to 17-2. Bulldogs drop to 4-6. We'll take a quick break, come back and get the scoring recap for you on the Sofiara Dog Grooming and Boutique post-game show. At Sofiaro, we believe that every dog deserves a spa day, and what better way to pamper your pooch than with our fully equipped mobile grooming service. We bring the salon to your driveway so your furry friend can enjoy a stress-free grooming experience without the hassle of car rides or waiting in line. From a simple bath to a full-on makeover, our gentle and loving groomers are here to make your pup look and feel fabulous, all while keeping the tail wags and barks of joy coming. So sit back, relax, and let us turn your pup into the best-dressed dog on the block. Call or text 254-992-2393 to book your next appointment. You can also set up an appointment on our Facebook page by clicking on our online booking link. What if you could go behind the scenes with athletes and coaches? Join Ken Carpenter, a veteran high school baseball coach, weekly as he examines success, failures, and life lessons in sports. Each episode provides valuable insight and understanding of playing or coaching team sports. Check out and follow his Athlete One podcast at athleteone.net. Great insight for coaches, parents, and student athletes. You're listening to the CBUS Sports Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week. So your final in tonight's championship game, 68-41. Congratulations to the Huckabay Indians if they can improve to 17-2 to take the championship here tonight. Zach Stumbull's Bulldogs fall to 4-7 overall. I said 5-6, I think. I misread that. So both these teams will be getting back into regular season play. Tonight's scoring for the visiting Bulldogs, Juju Franks ends with 7 points. Braxton Franks, his cousin, also with 7. Chance Smith, 5 points tonight for the freshman. Ario Dominguez hits 2 second-half 3 balls for 6 points. William Chandler with 5, Bubba Zacharias with 7, and Luke Appleby with 4 points. Hunter Pack finishes with 17 points. Kenson Fain with 4. Caden Bleeker with 2. Noah Gideon off the bench, 3 points. David Fragoza did not score. Played good defense tonight. All-around good effort by David Fragoza. Remington Barnes with 4 points. Aiden Mitchell with 13. And Price Gill with 25 points. 17 in the first half for the Indians. So 3 players with double figures for the Indians tonight in the contest. Upcoming schedule for both of these teams. For McGregor, Tuesday night, travel down to Little River to take on the Bumblebees. That'll be a tough task for them. They're a very athletic team, so it should be a good contest. 6:15 start. School break starts on Friday. Early game, 3:30. I think we'll be over there. Hopefully we get approval to do that game as well against Glen Rose. Check out our website, CBUS Sports Radio, to see what our schedule is going to be. On the 22nd, they travel up to China Spring to take on the Cougars. 7:30 tip there. Then to end the season in 2025 before they push it past the new year, the 29th and the 30th are down at the tournament, down at Troy in the Trojan Invitational. Huckabay, on Tuesday night, they'll travel over Cisco to take on the Lobos, 7:15 start. Then right back here on Friday night, 7:30, against the Hamilton Bulldogs. On the 30th, they welcome in Strauser, a 6:30 tip-off. Then on the 2nd, that Friday, late-night game, even though the kids are still out of school, they're going to regular time, they will travel over to Three-Way. We do appreciate you tuning in tonight and listening to us. You can go back and listen to the replay of tonight's broadcast on our Mixler station. You can also check out our YouTube and our Twitch station. The video stream will be there YouTube will hang on the website for a while. Twitch will only be up for 7 to 10 days. Once again, your final from tonight's game, 68-41. Huckabay all over the Bulldogs of McGregor High School. I'd like to thank the athletic department here at Hamilton ISD for allowing us to come in. We wish them the best of luck next Wednesday night as a football team. 2A state championship at AT&T. 7 o'clock start, I believe, against Joaquin. Best of luck to Coach Marwitz and the Bulldogs. Have a great weekend, everyone. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. You're listening to the CBUS Sports Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week.